Following an impressive 3-0 victory over Cayuga College on Tuesday, the Oswego State Lakers are back to defend their home turf against their rival Potsdam Bears. Though, they'll be up against a hungry Bears squad looking for their second SUNY win in a row. It's the 6-3-1 Oswego State Lakers taking on the 5-6 Potsdam Bears right here on WPOTOP 10. Welcome to Laker Turf Stadium. I'm Kyle Spizak, alongside my partner here in the booth, Kenny Gerard. Now, Kenny, we're expecting a competitive game here today, but through the history of these two teams, Oswego has usually gotten the better of Potsdam.
I would agree. Oswego having a 25-7-2 all-time record versus the Potsdam Bears. Their last win came last year in a 1-0 victory over the Bears. Oswego averages about 2.32 goals against Potsdam, while Potsdam only averages 0.76 goals versus the Lakers.
Yeah, now, Kenny, both teams are loaded with talent on both ends of the field. So why don't you tell me who you'll be looking out to make a big impact on this game?
Well, for the Oswego State Lakers, we're looking at Gracia Madden. She's number 15. She's a grad student here as a midfielder. She had 1 goal against Cayuga College last week. She has 3 goals and 1 assist on the season and has led the team in all goals and assists in 2021. For the Potsdam Bears, we're looking at Sarah Emmy, number 20, a sophomore, who is a forward for the team. She leads the team in goals with 3 and 6 points. She leads the team in shot with 27, and the next closest in the team is Mackenzie Bowie with only 14 shots.
Yeah, so given this matchup, Oswego is 15-4 all-time versus Potsdam at home, and to even push that even further, Oswego has yet to lose a game here on the turf this season, Kenny.
Undefeated so far this year on the Laker turf.
Yeah, Oswego's off to their best start since 2013. Like we said, that they're having a great season with the lengths of Grace Madden and Kate Del Grosso. Players like that have really been just leading this Lakers team ahead, and they've been on a tear lately.
I mean, they've been great. Right now, we're currently sitting in 6th place in the SUNY conference, but they, with a win here, we'll jump to 4th place today.
Yep, a win will be huge here, but it is not going to come easy. No, Potsdam is coming off a stunning win against Plattsburgh. This is only the second time Potsdam has ever beat Plattsburgh in the program in history. 231-3 all time. But
wow,
we are getting right underway here, about to get ready for kickoff as the Lakers and Potsdam Bears will begin shortly. And just like that, kickoff starts the game as Oswego quickly moves it up the field, looking for Reed. Potsdam gets the ball back, defending. Ball played in the air, going over to the sideline. Oswego picks it back up. Ball goes out of bounds off the foot of Reed. As Potsdam with possession of the ball now, moving up the field. Kick to the side, out on Oswego. Will be a throw-in for Potsdam. Number 7, Chelsea Speranza will be throwing in the ball for Potsdam. Battling for possession, Potsdam comes out with the ball. But Oswego clears it out of the zone, out of bounds, off the foot of Del Grosso. Now, Kenny, not much has happened so far to start. A lot of the games, well, most of this game has just been midfield so far, but both teams are playing pretty well, just managing to keep each other in check. What would you say?
I would agree. I mean, so far it looks like a pretty defensive matchup. I mean, Del Grosso's playing some great defense so far for the Lakers, and not much happening, but I think this game's going to pick up quickly here.
Yeah, both teams just not able to get any momentum going into the other zone. But as I say that, Potsdam now coming down, chasing the ball is Burns. And Burns will not be able to keep the ball in the corner. Oswego gets the ball and throw it into Reed. And Oswego maintains possession of the ball, moving it up the field. Back over to Reed. Reed pushing up the sideline, but a great defensive play by Karbiak. And kicked away by Oswego. Not really an opportunity there, but still on net nevertheless.
And again, it's been good defense so far. It's been a defensive matchup here for the Lakers. They're doing good so far, keeping the ball away from the net.
Yeah, they have been. They're really they're keeping the ball on the outside of the pitch. Both teams, you haven't seen either one of them really push the middle of the field much, keeping it on the outside. But both teams, if they want to get offense generating, you need to get the ball in front of the net there, as it's happening as we say. Moving up the field, that is Madden. Madden with some steam. Looks over into the corner for Del Grosso. Del Grosso looking to find O'Connell, and she does. Throws it in front. And that one will go out of bounds.
Looks like Oswego's picking up here offensively now.
Yeah, they're getting some momentum going, starting to make some passes to be able to split the zone defense. As a missed header there, Oswego gets possession. That is O'Connell. And they chip it back down into the corner, but Potsdam intercepts. But it will go out of bounds. Throw in for Oswego. A lot of throw-ins so far. They've been pushing the ball out of bounds quite a bit to start this game.
Yeah, they've been hugging the out-of-boundary line the entire game so far. They're keeping the ball out of bounds, and hey, maybe that's their play.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's one way to think about it. You can't score if the ball's not near the net, right?
I agree.
So we got a bit of a stoppage here for a second. Looks like an injured player. So both teams here are in a must-win situation, especially if we are talking about Oswego, as they are 6-3-1. We brought up earlier, they are in 6th right now, and if they are able to win this game, that would bring them into 4th place, and that would bring up Brian McGrain's win total for Oswego to 103. McGrain with 102, 128, and 18 record for the Oswego State Lakers.
This would be McGrain's 15th season with the Lakers as well.
Will be. That's quite a long tenure there.
That's a long tenure here with the Lakers.
I mean, that's only 2 years longer than you've been alive, Kenny. So.
That is true.
So Oswego moving up the field here with some nice possession. And moving up the field is McDermott. McDermott takes the ball in the corner with some nice footwork to get some space. Throws it in front, looking for McConnell, but was not able to connect there. Applegate with a shot, and that is a easy save for Potsdam. 40 minutes left to go in the first half of the game here. Shots on goal, Oswego 1, Potsdam 0, as McDermott gets the ball again, or Applegate, my apologies. And now Soreo moving up the corner with the ball. Kicks it back to Madden. Madden looking across the field, and she finds Reed, but it is a little too far. Can't connect. Reed going along that back line, but is pushed out of bounds. As we are at 39-30 here in the first half to play at Laker Turf Stadium. 0-0 game as Potsdam gets ready to kick the ball. And underway, and that one just went straight to the sideline. No chance at staying in bounds on that one, Kenny.
I agree. I mean, not much action here for Anderson, either, the Oswego goalie.
No, she has that to see a shot. We had that one that was kind of close. It came in, but the defense did knock it away. But Oswego's defense has been very solid this year. Part of the reason why they have been having such a successful team, or successful season, and why they've been able to defend home so well.
Absolutely. I mean, they haven't lost a game here yet, and they don't plan on it today.
No, they sure hope not, but there's a lot of game left to go. 2 halves left, essentially, as Reed gets the ball over on the corner. A nice move there, breaking the defender's ankle, moving up the field, but it is intercepted by Potsdam. McIver coming up the wing. She gets it over to Karbiak, but it is blocked. Nice play there to get it into Oswego's half of the zone. And that one will go out of bounds. Potsdam's starting to show some life here on offense on that little drive right there. Didn't get too far in Oswego's zone, but they made more progress than they have in the last few minutes.
They are. They're starting to pick it up again, getting over onto the Lakers' half of the field.
Yeah, that's really what Potsdam's going to have to do here because this Lakers offense is dangerous, like we were saying. Katie Del Grosso, 4 goals on the season. Grayson Madden, 3 goals on the season. Brianna Winkler, 3 goals on the season. This Oswego team has a stacked offense. So if you're Potsdam, your best chance here is you're going to want to be playing the offensive game most of this. You don't want to get caught in your own defensive zone because this Oswego team will run you down and tire your defense out.
Absolutely. I mean, you want to be on offense to keep the Oswego defense on their toes. You don't want people, like Sorreo coming down the field with the ball. I mean, she has 3 goals as well in the season. This team is stacked with offensive players this year.
Yeah, and not only is it their goal scoring ability that has been so impressive, but their playmaking has been absurd too as of lately, with most of this team having over 3-4 points.
I mean, overall, the whole team is solid. Everybody's scoring and they're playing as a team, and I mean, that's what you need to win games here.
That is true. As Oswego's team play is what has made them so dominant early on this season, as O'Connell plays with the ball a little there, able to control it, gets it over into the corner, up to Rektorovic. O'Connell again, looking for something to do as she finds McDermott in the middle. McDermott gets it back over to Rektorovic. Rektorovic with a nice lead pass, able to find Del Grosso in the corner there, looking to make something out of this. She throws it on net, and nice defensive play by Potsdam to knock it out. And that one will be contested in the middle. And they get it back to Groth. Groth throws it up, headed to the middle by Sorreo. And it will go back, and Groth will maintain possession again for Oswego. Sorreo looking for Madden there, but it is intercepted by Potsdam. Potsdam coming down with some speed now. And just some great passing by the Lakers there, not allowing the forecheck of Potsdam's offense to put any pressure on their defense. This is a very, very disciplined defense. They're not going to panic and make these mistakes.
Agreed. I mean, there's not many cards here on Oswego. They're not making a lot of mistakes, and they're like a well-oiled machine, I'd say, on defense.
Yeah, they really are. Just play your position and play your part. That's really all it takes. As Oswego's starting to gain their legs under them, you can see it moving quicker with a nice chance there, just a little bit wide off the boot. And that will be a goal kick for Potsdam. 34:58 here to go in the first half of the game. Score 0-0 at Laker Turf Stadium. Oswego with 1 shot on goal, Potsdam with none. As the ball is played in the midfield. Moving it over to the corner to Speranza. Speranza coming up the field with some speed, looking to make a play, but great defense there by Applegate. The ball will go out of bounds there.
And it's more of that Oswego defense again. Just working really well together today.
It is. That's what they've been working great. What they've been doing, I've noticed, is they really pack in that midfield area, which doesn't allow this Potsdam team to get any pressure, any penetration inside of that zone. They can't get good shots on goal because they're just being pushed to the outside every time, which, if you're Oswego, you can't play better defense than that.
No.
That is what you're looking for.
I mean, they're leaving the Bears zero breathing room. Absolutely nowhere to go.
Exactly. You take away the shots, you take away the chance to score.
And you can't win games if you don't score.
Exactly. As we have a corner kick here. Can't tell a number 24. That is Michaela Shipley of Potsdam. Shipley with a kick. Nice look in the middle, but too many bodies around, was not able to head it in. There's some chaos going on in the middle. Nobody can seem to get the ball. But Oswego manages to kick it to the corner again. Good defense for Oswego, but a bit of a scary moment there as nobody could pick up the ball in front of the net.
Yeah, I mean, the ball just stood in the same spot and everybody was kicking at it. Everyone's kicking each other.
Yeah, pretty much. And that is, in any sport that involves a goal and scoring something inside of the goal, that is the scariest moment right there, is when the ball, puck, whatever it may be, is loose in front of the net and
yes,
nobody can get it. That is when your defense starts to panic the most.
Yes.
And some good defense there by Grayson Madden, not allowing Potsdam to maintain possession of the ball, sending it the other way. But Potsdam comes right back. Sorreo moving up the field, but that one chips just right out of bounds. 32-32 here to go in the first.
I mean, we're almost 15 minutes into this game. We've only got one shot on goal so far.
Yeah. It's been a very solid defensive match. Both these teams have just they're playing a very good midfield game, I'd say.
I would agree.
That's what I've noticed the most about this game so far is both teams have been just solid in their pressure in the neutral zone. And I think it's a bit early to say this. It's a bit early to make this.
Yes.
But I think that the team who wins the neutral zone will be the team that wins this game.
I would agree, 110%.
And both teams' defense has just been solid. Goaltending is good. And like we said, Potsdam's coming off a really hot win against Plattsburgh, and that was only their second win against Plattsburgh ever. So they're going to come out on fire, but Oswego, they've got the homestand to defend, so.
Yes, they do.
As we got a stoppage here, it will be a free kick, it appears. And it will be taken by Groth, it appears, with 31-16 here to go in the first. Groth winds up. Nice little chip shot looking for Reed. That was a great pass, but just a little too far out of Reed's range. As they get it back, Del Grosso with it. And Potsdam clears it out. That will be picked up by Anderson. Anderson throws it over to O'Connell. McDermott moving up. McDermott looking for Reed. A nice through pass there. Reed looking for the cross, but a good play by Potsdam to take away that angle. Oswego able to keep that one in from going out of bounds as a Potsdam player tumbles. Whistle is blown. Looked like that one was kind of just them both going for it. Just feet get tied.
Nothing intentional there.
Yeah, no cards necessary, no cards awarded in that situation there. As we have 30 minutes to go in the first.
Again, it's been the defenses all day here today. It's the defense. It's what wins games.
It has been. The defense has been solid. And I've noticed there has been an amazing connection between two players on Oswego. Amber McDermott and Phyllis Reed. They have just been finding each other all game.
They have.
McDermott's just been the through passes, just splitting right through the defense. Perfect placement to get it right to Reed. Some of them are just a little too far out of range, if just a little bit shorter, and this duo is going to be electric this game.
I mean, they've been great so far. There's a lot of soccer left to play here.
Yes, there is. As a corner kick goes in front there, but Oswego cannot get an opportunity. Potsdam is coming up the other way. But great defense by Rektorovic does not allow that to happen. Reed, Del Grosso. Del Grosso with a great move there. And a save. Absolutely filthy move right there.
Wow, that was great.
That was a beautiful display of footwork right there. As Potsdam kicks the ball away into center field. Ooh, some miscommunication on Oswego as Madden knocks down McDermott on that one. Moving up the field, Potsdam. But Oswego is able to get it out again. Applegate up to Reed. Reed to McDermott. Good defense by Fitzgerald on Potsdam to break up that play. Potsdam pushing wide. And that one will sail out of Laker Turf Stadium.
First one's went out today.
That is the first one to go out, but will it be the last one? Most certainly not.
Definitely not.
Some of these shots, I mean, you're far ways away in soccer, so I mean, determining how hard to kick it's got to be pretty hard, especially if you are past that 30, 40-yard line.
I would believe it. I don't know. I would be able to do it.
Yeah, I don't think I would either, as we are here 27:45, my apologies, left to go in the first. And the ball is taken out of bounds again. Potsdam's Lenny will throw it in. Shayna Lenny, a senior here for this Potsdam team. As they find in the corner, they find McIver. McIver looking for the pass, but it is stopped by Oswego.
I think we jinxed it. There goes another one.
Yes, we did. We predicted that one. That one came close, though. That was off the top of the netting and then over. So, in football, I mean, football you could call it the doink or the double doink in football, but there's no uprights here, so
There's not.
Can't really reference that.
Well,
So,
technically it is football.
yeah, in a way it is. As Madden has the ball here, moving up the field, McDermott. McDermott with a nice move to get some space. Sorreo looking for a play there, but the ball goes out of bounds. Potsdam will get possession. Sorreo tied up with two Potsdam defenders. And a good read there by Reed to pick that one off, as Oswego's now moving down the field. Del Grosso taking it wide with Reed in the middle. Kicks it back to Sorreo. And Applegate with a chance there, but a great sliding stop for Potsdam. Oh my God, 2-3. Three great plays right there by Leah Karabiak. Great defense for Potsdam. She just put her body on the line, not letting anything happen there.
She put it all out there. She put her body on the line for that play.
That's what, two, three sliding stops there that were really crucial plays to stop this Laker offense. So great defensive showing by Karabiak. As Potsdam now has the ball, getting ready to kick away. Some changes on both squads as we see checking in for Oswego. My apologies, no changes, misread a number. As Potsdam's moving up the field now. Madden battling in the middle. And Reed takes it along the corner, but it is pushed out of bounds. Potsdam ball. Chelsea Speranza will be throwing this one in for Potsdam. Nice interception by Madden there. Madden looking for Applegate, but gets it back to McDermott. Back to O'Connell. O'Connell finds Reed on a nice pass there, but she cannot handle it, and it is intercepted by Speranza.
It does look like we did have a substitution for the Lakers here. Number 9, Brianna Winkler's in the game.
Brianna Winkler entering the game. She has been a crucial part of this Oswego's offense, being the third leading goal scorer on the team with 3 goals this season. So hopefully she can get one. She can get one in here for the Lakers, as they've had opportunities. I mean, it only says 1 shot on goal, but they've had some good opportunities for rebounds right in front and just loose balls that haven't been able to be put in the back of the net.
I agree. I mean, statistics usually don't lie, but right now they might be lying a little bit.
Yeah, that's what the stats do not tell the whole truth of this game. Although this game has been very back and forth as Potsdam takes some momentum going down here. Sarah Emmy looking to make a play there, but Emma Robbins pushes it out of bounds. Rektorovic with the ball for Oswego, getting ready to throw it in. Throws it down to Reed. Reed back to O'Connell. Or she'll get some air under that one. But it is headed out of bounds by Grace Fitzgerald. Ball thrown in, and a great play to intercept that by Speranza. Speranza up to Emmy. Emmy with the ball. Back over in front to Gordon. And the ball will go out of bounds there, off the foot of Potsdam. There's a little bit of confusion as to what's going on here, but it will be a corner kick, it appears, off the foot of Oswego instead, not Potsdam. Michaela Shipley will be booting this one out of the corner for Potsdam. And the approach. Nice kick in front. Good opportunity, but Oswego is able to clear that out. Winkler kicks it up to the 20-yard. And that one will go out of bounds. Goalie
Like
kick.
we've been saying all day, great defense by the Lakers.
They really have been decent. They've been solid. Like we just said, the biggest part of any defense that you have to be able to lock down and not get panicky and nervous, because that's when you make mistakes, is those loose ball opportunities right there in front of that net. But that corner kick, Oswego could not have played that any better. Potsdam had the opportunity. They shut it down immediately and cleared it out of the zone. You can't ask for better defense than that. As Rektorovic boots it up the field looking for Del Grosso. Applegate battling. Janelle pushing in the corner. Good defensive play there, sticking a leg out. And that one will be pushed wide. So, some shot opportunities here for this Potsdam team, but they don't have the lanes to be able to get it to the net. Oswego putting bodies in front of the net. That great defense.
I agree, and they just really can't get close enough. They're just a little bit too far out, and Oswego just doing more of the same, keeping them away from the net.
Yeah, and it's been working great, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
20:48 to here to go in the first half of play. Oswego 0, Potsdam 0. As Grayson Madden kicks the ball back to Perry Anderson. Anderson plays the ball over to O'Connell. O'Connell gonna play it up to Rektorovic. Some nice footwork, creating some separation. Booted up and intercepted by Potsdam, but back to O'Connell. O'Connell to Madden. Madden to Winkler. Winkler coming down with some speed, but a great defensive play by Shayna Lenny pushes it out of bounds. Oswego with possession of the ball. And substitution, Lexi Thomas enters the game for Oswego, number 5. Winkler with a good pass down in the corner, but it was offsides, it appears.
More good opportunities, I'd say, for the Lakers again there.
Yeah, no shot opportunities there, but it is still early in the game. There's 19:24 here to go in the first half. So as much as you do want to get shots on early and put on the pressure, this isn't detrimental to the Lakers not having a ton of shots up right now. They're playing really well. Their ball movement is great. Their team defense is just on point right now. Potsdam's not able to break that defense at all whatsoever. So if you keep playing this way, the goals will come for
Absolutely.
Oswego. As a great move to get inside there. But that will be the second shot on goal for Oswego now. Not the strongest shot, but nevertheless a shot.
Still a shot. Shot's a shot.
Exactly. Potsdam goalie with the ball. Boots it away. And Oswego will send that one back down. But a whistle is blown. Oswego will maintain possession of the ball with Rektorovic ready to kick it off. And some nice opportunities there, just nobody there to get the second chance. intercepted by Potsdam there. Moving up the field is Karabiak, but she is put to the ground, battling. Potsdam showing some real life here in the last 30 seconds. They've turned the intensity up out of nowhere, and now they're giving it right back to Oswego.
They've turned it right up and really fast.
Yeah, it did not take long. Just a flip of the switch, and they are back on the horse. 17:25 to go here in the first. As Oswego gets the ball moving down the field. Push over. Rektorovic with the ball. Gets it down to the McDermott. McDermott with the ball in front. Attempts a shot. That one goes wide. And a great play there. Goal by Winkler. What a play. Great anticipation to know exactly where that ball was going by McDermott. Shot went wide. Doesn't matter. Winkler's there to put it in. What a goal. And they're on the board now.
Great field awareness. I mean, she knew where the ball was, and it was awesome. I mean, she just came around a wide shot that, it looked dead, and here she came in, and now we're up 1-0.
Yeah, really a great play there. As you can see, it just goes the slightest bit wide, but Winkler with a great, I would say backhand, but it's a back foot to just poke it into the net there, and Oswego now leads 1-0.
Winkler's going to pick up her 4th goal for the year now.
Yep, number 4 on the year. That now ties her with Kate Del Grosso as the leader on this team in goals. 16:58 here to go in the first half. Oswego leads 1-0. This passing in front. Potsdam with some momentum coming down. Pushed out of bounds by Janau. Lenny will throw this one in for Potsdam. She throws it in to Emmy. Emmy with a nice play there. And Oswego clears the zone again, booting it to midfield. Nice fake kick there by Dentel. Kicked by Potsdam, but the ball was called dead out of bounds.
Well, if you're the Lakers here, I think you got to keep your foot in the gas pedal after getting a goal like that. They have the momentum in their favor.
Exactly. The worst thing you can do is get complacent. It's a 1-goal lead right now, and this is a long game. I mean, there's 15 minutes left in this half, another 45 in the second half. There is no time to become complacent. You have to keep the pressure on. Just keep the aggression. And one of the things I usually say is one of my main talking points in any game is the two most important things are aggression and possession. If you possess the ball and you stay aggressive, then the other team has no chance of doing any damage to you.
Agreed, ball said.
As O'Connell kicks it back to Perry Anderson. Anderson with the ball. She's going to find Rektorovic over on the corner. She's going to kick it back to O'Connell. Oswego looking for some plays to be made here. But this Potsdam defense is locking up very well in the midfield. As that one will roll out of bounds. Rektorovic with the ball. Tries to get it to McDermott, but it was headed out of bounds by Speranza on Potsdam. Rektorovic pushing it forward. And a nice play there by Thompson to get the ball in play. Thompson with a nice grab there, trying to get the ball down in the zone. Relentless pressure allows Oswego to keep the ball in that situation. Trying to find McDermott in the corner, but that one is pushed just a bit too hard outside by Reardon.
And we do have a substitution for Potsdam. Number 10, Bridget Clark just came in the game.
Bridget Clark is a midfield junior out of Wynatskill, New York. As McDermott gets the ball there. but it is pushed out of bounds. Rektorovic will throw it in. Looking for somewhere to go. Tries to go to Del Grosso in the corner, but her foot was on the line, out of bounds. Back to a lot of sideline play, Kenny.
Agreed. We're back to the sideline, back to throwing the ball in a lot.
Yeah, and as that example right there.
Yeah.
Just once again, can't seem to keep it out of the sideline. As that is now 4 or 5 throw-ins within the last minute. 13:09 to go in the first half of play here, as it just continues to go outside. See, if you're Oswego, this is the time you need to get the ball into the zone. You got to get it into the middle of the field, because Potsdam's just trying to push everything outside now, because Oswego is doing so well at getting inside and getting those opportunities. And it's not a horrible strategy if you keep them outside and you keep the ball on the sideline and out of bounds. That's away from your own net.
Right. Nothing they can do about it. You know, I think Oswego just needs to play their game right now, get it back to the midfield, and they'll be solid.
Yeah, that's really all it takes, is them getting back to their game. And a stoppage there. Ball awarded to Oswego. Some complaints from Potsdam disagreeing with the call.
And nothing's wrong with Oswego if they're playing the slow game either. I mean, they have the 1-0 lead.
Yeah.
They get it slow. Nothing wrong with that.
Conserve some energy, and so that way you can maintain the aggression in the second half. Don't want to burn yourself out too fast.
I agree.
Rektorovic in the corner there, as she's going to throw it up to Del Grosso. Del Grosso looks in the corner, but it is blocked by Potsdam's defense. Emmy with the ball. Emmy's going to throw it up. Moving up is Shipley. Shipley throws it into the corner. Chasing that is Robbins. But it will go out of bounds. And that will be a corner kick, I believe. Or a goal kick, my apologies. With 11:27 to go here in this first half. Another substitution being made for Oswego. Number 23, Kate Del Grosso, has left the field, and replacing her is number 16, Sarah Marinaro. Anderson with the ball. Rolls it over to O'Connell. O'Connell moving it up the field, but she throws it over to Rektorovic. Rektorovic back to O'Connell. O'Connell pushing the far side of the field. Winkler battles, but she comes out on top of it, moving down the wing with some speed. Looking for Marinaro. Finds her in the middle. Great move, but it is intercepted by Speranza. Great defense by Potsdam. Madden with the ball in midfield. Gonna throw it over in the corner to Janelle, but that will go out of bounds. 10:13 here to go. And it's really the same story as it has been the majority of this first half, Kenny. It's midfield dominant game.
I agree. I mean, again, keeping the midfield seems to be where Oswego's doing well, and Potsdam, they're trying to get the ball out of bounds, slow down the Lakers.
Yeah, that's really the best thing that they can do right now, is just slow the pace of play, because this Oswego team they are quick.
Very quick.
Mean, we just saw, for an example, Winkler coming down the corner there. She has a ton of speed. And this Potsdam team, if you try to keep up with that all game long, you're going to get exhausted, and that's when mistakes happen, is when you get exhausted. So if you can slow the pace, push it out of bounds, force those stoppages, then that's one way to keep up with this Oswego team.
Don't blink, you'll miss it.
Yeah, pretty much. As Winkler gets taken to the ground there, no card. Emmy kicks it over. Potsdam, and this is getting intense down here.
It is.
A lot of possession change back and forth. Potsdam turning up the intensity here. Potsdam with the ball in the corner.
There's one stat I want to highlight right now. Potsdam yet to have a shot on goal this half.
Yeah, they still do not have a shot, which is surprising because they've had some pretty fair opportunities.
Like right now.
And that will be their first shot on goal.
There we go. All right.
There we go. Hey, Kenny, what can you say? You're a fortune teller, man.
Apparently.
As Anderson has the ball. Anderson's going to boot it away. And Oswego tries to maintain possession. McDermott gets the ball. Tries to chip it to Rektorovic. But that one just goes out of bounds. .809 here to go in the first half. As Oswego intercepts it, but goes out on Oswego. So throwing the ball in is Shipley. Shipley throws it into Emmy. And Groff boots it up the side. Kicks it out of bounds again. You know, in keeping it, if you're gonna have to take it out of bounds, it might be a really smart strategy for this Potsdam team to keep taking it out of bounds where they are, because at least that way, it is keeping the ball in Oswego's own defensive zone.
Exactly.
The more time that Potsdam can keep it out of their own defensive zone, the better. Really, this is like we've been saying for most of the last 40 minutes. This game has not been a one-zone dominant game. They are using the entirety of the field, and the majority of it is coming midfield, not in the separate ends.
Exactly. I mean, and this is what you said earlier. I mean, whoever wins the neutral zone and wins in midfield, they're going to win this game.
And a great opportunity there with an absolute boot from Emma Wilson. But that one goes just over top the net and lands actually atop the net. 6:42 here to go in the first half. So, Oswego is looking over here to get the ball to Rektorovic in the corner. As Rektorovic's playing with it, gets it back to Anderson. McDermott chasing the ball. But Potsdam gets it back, and Potsdam's pushing it down in the zone. Emmy could not get to that one. Taken out of bounds.
Right into someone's backyard.
Groff. What's it? Right into someone's backyard? And
yeah.
And now, Potsdam with the ball up top. Coming down the field. And good defense by Oswego. They just have that line right there. They have that line of defense right along the yellow line of the top of the box, and it just can't be broken so far.
So far, it's been an unbreakable wall.
Another example right there. Great play by O'Connell, getting her leg out there, not allowing the ball to get behind, as that will be a goal kick. So, Laker Connections keeps you up to date on all things Lakers sports, from the turf to the diamond, the court, and the ice. Thomas Turgeon, Jared Wakefield, and Tommy Tallarino have the latest Oswego and SUNY sports headlines. So make sure every Thursday night to tune in at 10:30 right here on WTOP 10. As Rektorovic throws the ball back up the field, stopped by Speranza. Little battle for the ball between Emmy and O'Connell. Taking it into the corner is Thompson, but it is out of bounds at just about the midline. Speranza throwing the ball in. And that one goes right back out of bounds again. So, Kenny, this has been a great game for both teams. And really not too many negatives you can take away, but I want to know your opinion. What do you think each team should look forward to working on in the next half?
Well, I think looks like the Lakers may need to work on keeping the ball in bounds and staying in the neutral zone. It seems to be where they're playing best. Potsdam, better defense, I'd say, working more as a unit. They seem to be a little bit more sporadic and not having as great of a connection as the Oswego defense does.
More playing an individual than a zone defense.
Exactly.
And those are great points that I think both teams could use to their advantage. Like you said, Oswego's midfield game has been dominant, and that's what's been helping them out. But if they can manage next half to get the ball down in Potsdam's zone more and tire out their defense, that will be an essential part of closing this game out. As we have 3:33 here to go in the first half. That one goes into the sky and into the stands.
Someone got a souvenir.
Little souvenir for the fans. And some substitutions for Oswego. Reardon will be checking out. And Martinez will be checking in. Also checking in for the Lakers is Martinez. And Speranza with the ball again there in the corner. Madden with the header. Trying to get some possession there is Marinero. Madden taking some physical hits there, but maintains possession of the ball. And a big body there as Marinero goes to the ground, but Oswego maintains possession of the ball. It'll be kicked off by Rektorovic.
So we get a little discussion here between the referees.
It appears to be referees and the fans.
Ooh.
More than referees and the fans. Or the ref. Rektorovic ready for kickoff. Boots it away with 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Oswego leads Potsdam 1-0. Oswego 3 shots on goal. Potsdam 1. So Oswego takes it down in the corner. Madden looking in front. A great defensive play by Sammy Dentel. Pushing that one out of bounds, not allowing the Lakers to get that in front opportunity. 1:35 to go. And we got just about a minute left here in the first half. What's Potsdam got to do in this last minute, Kenny?
I mean, they got to be quick here. They got to get the ball off of their side of the field and make their way down to the Lakers' half, and they got to get a shot in here. Only 1.5. They definitely need more than that.
I agree with you there. They need to try to get another shot here before the half is over. As Oswego's moving up the field. Nice play there, looking for Marinero, but can't find her. Thompson, but cannot get anything out of that one. Grau throws that one up, looking for Marinero. Can't find her, but after a few mishaps on Potsdam, they got the ball, but offsides on Madden. So this will be a Potsdam ball.
Well, for Potsdam, it's go time. 30 seconds left. Maybe we can make something happen before the half here.
Yeah, 30 seconds to get down the field as quick as you can and see what happens. And they will waste no time booting it right away. And that one goes over the head of Emmy, but it is in Oswego's zone. Corralled by Anderson. Anderson holds on to the ball, and the clock just keeps ticking away as we have 10 seconds left here. Anderson boots that one away, but it goes back to Potsdam as they're looking for a shot, and they will not be able to get a shot off on that one. So 45 minutes down in the first half of this game. Oswego leads 1-0 over the Potsdam Bears. Kenny, what were your thoughts on this first half of play?
I mean, I would say Potsdam's got to pick it up with their shots. I mean, only 1 shot on goal and a half is not going to cut it if they want to win this game here. I mean, Oswego's played some very solid defense. 3 shots, and one of them's gone in. I mean, both goalies are playing a pretty solid game, and it's been a very defensive game as well. Yeah,
like you said, it's been a very defensive-heavy game here. But we did get to see a little bit of a flash from Oswego's stunning offense with Brianna Winkler's just amazing tap-in goal there off of the pass from McDermott. That was the bright spot in the game for Oswego so far. Their defense has been doing really well, and Potsdam, they've been doing really well overall as well. They're playing a solid midfield game. They just got to put the pressure on in the offensive zone and clean up the defensive zone a little bit. But we will have plenty more action here on WTOP 10 for the second half of play. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 9 minutes. and welcome back into Laker Turf Stadium as the Oswego State Lakers lead the Potsdam Bears 1-0 heading into the second half of action. Oswego has 3 shots on goals, Potsdam with 1. And it's been a very back and forth game, hasn't it been, Kenny?
It has, and I do want to take you guys back to the one goal that we've had today. I'm sorry. That was Del Grasso.
Brianna Winkler.
Was it Winkler?
Winkler.
It was Winkler. Winkler was the only goal here today, her 4th on the year. It was a great goal.
It was just a fantastic pass by McDermott. It seemed like it was going to be a little bit too far out, but Winkler made a great read on it, jumped right in front of the goalie and poked it behind her, and now we're up 1-0.
She made a great play. I mean, it looked really, really bleak. Like there was a very little shot, and she made it happen. Made it look easy, actually.
Yeah, she did make it look easy, and it was not an easy shot at all whatsoever. No. As we are getting ready for the second half of play here, 10 seconds winding down in intermission. So, the Lakers, 6-3-1 on the season, looking to get this win here, and things are looking in their favor, but we don't want to count out Potsdam because it is only 1-0, and they have been playing equally as solid.
I mean, Potsdam, they've already made some history. They beat, Plattsburgh. It was their 3rd win against them ever.
Yeah.
Oswego, they've had their number all of history. They're trying to get their 8th win here against Oswego.
They are. That's what this matchup history, Oswego has dominated it. And like you just said, Potsdam was dominated by Plattsburgh in their previous matchup history, but they were able to get their 2nd series win of all time. As we get ready here, 45 minutes to go in the second half. Potsdam will start off with the ball. As we get ready, and here we go. As Oswego immediately takes the ball away, moving up the field. Pushing it back is Potsdam. Potsdam moving it up the field to Shipley. Ball goes in the corner. Oswego maintains possession, poking it back down. And Potsdam moving it up, but it is blocked and goes out of bounds off the foot of Thompson. And the ball goes out of bounds once again. This will be a throw-in for Potsdam. Throwing it in Esperanza. And that one goes out of bounds off the foot. And Oswego playing some good defense here, managing to boot that one out. And Potsdam has had some issues this year, being outscored by their opponents 18-16, but that's not horrible.
No, they have a losing record, but 18-16, that's not a big difference at all.
It is not. That means the games that they are losing, they're losing fairly close games. So, given the score is 1-0 with 43-33 to go, there is no time to count them out right now.
Definitely do not count this team out at all.
And Soreo's moving up the field there. She gets tripped up a little bit of contact from Emmy, and they will get the ball.
And Soreo got the call she was looking for there.
Yes, she did. And Groth will now start with the ball back for Oswego. Not much action to start off this second half of play. Game's been very back and forth, being played mainly in the midfield. That header goes right over Soreo and goes out of bounds off the legs of Lenny. Lenny with the header. But Oswego maintains possession from Martinez. Martinez looking up the middle, but was not able to find Janau. Back to Groth. Groth with a nice play, booting it forward to Janau. Back to Groth. Looking to find somebody on the other end. And battling for possession of that one is Reed. Thompson intercepts it in the middle. Ooh, and some tough pressure, and a call is made there. That one is on Mackenzie Bowie of Potsdam.
I think the Potsdam fans did not like that call.
No, the Potsdam fans have been very vocal here today. And Oswego is getting ready to kick the ball off. Very close game, back and forth, but those are the best games, and those are the ones that make the most intense and physical games as well. So, being as it is a close game, you got to imagine tensions are getting high between these teams. Frustrations are starting to creep up on you a little bit. If you're Oswego, maybe not as many frustrations because your team's moving pretty smooth right now, but all it takes is one mistake to completely derail all this esteem they have.
Agreed. I mean, this game has high stakes for both teams. Both teams here need this win. Oswego can move up to fourth place with a win here today, and Potsdam, they just need a win.
Yeah, exactly. So both teams are looking for a huge, huge win here today. And it means even more for Oswego because they have not lost here at home yet this season as Anderson throws it up. And she was looking for Martinez, but a good play by Potsdam. Even better play by O'Connell there to be able to kick the ball out of bounds instead of allowing Potsdam to get that opportunity there.
You know, O'Connell doing what she does best. She's playing some great defense. She's done it all day today, and I mean, more of the same this half.
Yeah, she has been solid this game, really keeping Oswego in this game from the defensive front. But their whole squad has been doing great. As going into the corner is Michaela Shipley getting ready for a corner kick. She had a really good one earlier in the first half that gave Potsdam some great opportunities but did not get any shots off on it. So we will see if the same happens here. And another opportunity just missed by Potsdam. But Oswego is now moving up the field. Ooh, tough play there as it goes off the shin of Emma Wilson on Potsdam out of bounds. Soreo would have had a lot of momentum moving up the field on that one. As Janot has the ball, gives it back to Groth. Groth boots it right in the back of Emmy. Janot back to Groth. Groth trying to find Del Grosso. And out of bounds. Emmy with a good header there. Shipley. And Shipley gets it up to Clark, where Clark will throw it back to Speranza. Thompson, good defensive play there. And a great play to keep it going for Potsdam. And that is Mackenzie Bowie. She was looking for Bridget Clark in front, but could not find her. And now Lugina Soreo is moving up the field with a lot of steam. Good kick in the corner. She finds Katie Del Grosso. Del Grosso in the corner, trying to make a move. Oh, a good move there. Deflected, but she maintains possession. She gets that great pass onto Soreo. Soreo with a nice shot, but it is blocked by Dentel. And that was the defense that Potsdam's been looking for all game, Kenny.
That was some great defense there by Denta and the rest of the Potsdam Bears. I mean, that was excellent. They kept the ball away from the net, and they need to do more of that in the second half to, have a shot at winning this game.
Yeah, Del Grosso gets it over in front to Soreo, who throws it back to Thompson. Thompson making some moves. She's going to look for Madden in the corner. Madden's going to get some steam going in, but she boots it over. Not out of the stadium this time. The net managed to keep that one in, but
great play by the net.
Yeah, great play by the net. 38:09 here to go in the second half of play, as Potsdam will kick it out from the goal line. Booted away by Wilson. Thompson intercepts that one up to Martinez. Potsdam takes over possession of the ball. Moving up the field is Napoleon. And Potsdam with the ball. To Bowie. Looking up the field. Was trying to find Napoleon there, but could not find her. And Potsdam has possession of the ball in their own zone. Goalie ball. Boot that one out. And Thompson on the defense there. Keeping the ball in play. But the goalie will end up in possession of that one again, just too far out of the range of Katie Del Grosso. Punts it away again. Martinez. Kicked out by Dentel. Martinez maintains possession. But some good defensive play by Bridget Clark of Potsdam. Groth and Shipley battling. Good play by Madden to push that one out of bounds.
More good defense there by the Lakers.
Yeah, and plays like that, they may not seem like big plays, but just pushing the ball out of bounds there as Potsdam's gaining momentum coming down the field, that can derail a lot of motivation. Just something as simple as a 2-3 second play.
Agreed.
And booted up the field by Oswego. That one will roll out of bounds. It will be a goalie kick. No chance on that one staying in at all whatsoever. But we have 35-50 here left to go in the second half of play. Oswego leads the Potsdam Bears 1-0, looking to extend their streak of defending home at Laker Turf Stadium. And a weird little play there, a pass play to start it off with Wilson. Wilson with a nice boot, but that is missed by Bowie. Madden gets the ball. Madden still with the ball. Great kick over to Del Grosso. Del Grosso with a nice move. Few nice moves. Still has possession of the ball. Somehow still has possession. And somehow she scores it!
Wow,
After
what a
all
play.
that play. I have no idea how she manages that. That ball should have been taken away 3-4 times, but her footwork, she manages to get it, and then she just puts it in that lower left corner. I mean, Kenny, how does that happen?
I honestly have no idea. I mean, looking at the replay, it was beautiful. She just cut through that defense, and it was. I don't know how she had the ball. How'd she score it?
Yeah,
it was great.
It really blows my mind. She should not have been able to keep possession of that ball the entire time, but she did, and then perfect placement shot in that bottom left corner, extending Oswego's lead to 2-0, 35-11 to go in the second half.
That's one way to do it. Wow, what a play.
Exactly. Beautiful play there by Del Grosso. Really just taking the whole show by herself on that one. But now Oswego leads 2-0. That is not the time to get complacent, as the two-goal lead is the worst goal lead in sports. Thompson with the ball in the middle. And that one will roll out of bounds. That is Katie Del Grosso's fifth goal on the year there. She is now in sole lead of that spot on the Lakers again, as Winkler tied her for the total last half. But now Del Grosso is alone at 5.
Maybe some friendly competition within the Laker team.
I mean, competition is what motivates one another, right?
Agreed.
So, little friendly competition to help the team win overall.
I'll take it.
As Rektorovic is fighting in the corner for the ball. Great play there, not giving up. Both number 6s, Rektorovic and Burns, were battling for that one. But Rektorovic manages to get that one out of bounds. Speranza throwing the ball in for Potsdam. Looking for somewhere to go right now. But it will go to O'Connell. But it stays in play. Shipley has possession of the ball now, taken to the outside. And a great defense by the Oswego Lakers. Just a great play there, being able to see and double up, take away the ball, as they're now moving up the field with a lot of steam. Bringing it back, that is Katie Del Grosso, who finds Janot over in the corner. Janot trying to keep this ball in play, but can't. Just too hard of a tap, rolls it out of bounds. Ball goes back, starting off with Wilson. And Wilson throws it up for Napoleon, but Napoleon could not handle it, so McDermott has it. And McDermott trying to find Madden, but Madden did not move to where she thought she would. Ball goes past the goal line. That will be a goal kick. As we have 32-37 here to go in the first half, a little over 10 minutes to play in the second half. The Lakers extended their lead to 2-0 off the goal off a goal from Katie Del Grosso. And Oswego looks to keep this pressure on as they have been pretty dominant so far in this game. Now, Kenny, now that the lead is 2-0, it's not panic time as there's 32 minutes left to go in the game for Potsdam, my apologies. But what are some changes they need to start making here? Because time's running out.
I mean, I would say they need to get the ball on the Laker half of the field. I mean, the first half was pretty split. I mean, 56% of the time Oswego had the ball, and it's still pretty evenly split. This half, it feels to me like Oswego's had the ball on their foot a lot more than Potsdam's had the ball. So I think Potsdam needs to get the ball, take control, and keep it on the Laker half of the field. And, I mean, obviously, they got to make a goal. They got to take a shot here. No shots here in the second half yet.
Yeah, no, definitely agree with you there. The possession percentage was a big change here in this second half. Like you said, 56% of the time Oswego controlled the ball in the first half, but it seems a bit more in the second as they still have possession of the ball right now. Throwing it back to Groth. Groth looking somewhere to go with that. Tries to go up the middle, but that is interrupted by Empey. Throwing it back. Napoleon with the ball now. Napoleon tries to make a play, but Janot blocks that one. Kinley Burns with some nice play moves there, but is not able to make anything out of it as Katie Del Grosso is moving up the field now. And a great outside look to Grace Madden. Madden, Del Grosso, and Soreo all coming down now. And that one is out of bounds. As Emma Wilson will boot this one away for Potsdam. And Wilson has been a very good defender on this Potsdam team so far this game. She's contributed to a lot of their defensive plays, and most of the clears from their defense have come off of the foot of Wilson.
I mean, Wilson's been great. She just needs, a little bit extra help from her teammates to pick it up here. If they're doing what she's doing, they got a shot here.
Yep, just got to really play that, stick to your position and not fall out of discipline, but all turned over there as Soreo and Lenny got tied up a little bit. Possession will be given to Potsdam as Wilson starts off with the ball again.
Looking down at the crowd, it's pretty split. We got like half maroon and half green here. It feels like we're playing on a neutral field.
Yeah, pretty impressive, especially Potsdam is not the closest drive.
No.
So respect to the fans of Potsdam for making the trip out here. As the kick is underway, Soreo blocks it. Soreo trying to come up the corner, but she's getting a bit of contact from Napoleon.
Crowd's getting a little rowdy now too.
Yeah, crowd's getting rowdy. Tensions, I mean, like we said earlier, tensions are starting to get higher now. We're getting towards the closing parts of not towards the closing, but we are at 29:02 here in the game. Time's running out, and so tensions are getting higher, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to start arguing, but either way, Oswego is now moving the ball back up the field, but no. Potsdam takes over. Burns is pushing the ball down the field as they find Shipley in midfield. Shipley looking for a shot there, but it is blocked. Napoleon throws the ball in front, but Grace Madden with a good defensive play to keep it out away from the net. But the ball coming in front and tripped up. That was Kenley Burns. And now Burns is going to get a kick. And so now we're going to head over into around the SUNYAC scores. And what's going around to the SUNYAC, Kenny?
So right now we have a game against Cortland Fredonia tied at 0. New Paltz and Buff State. New Paltz is up 1-0. And we have Brockport and the team we were talking about earlier, Plattsburgh. And Plattsburgh is up 2-0 on Brockport.
So that is our look around the SUNYAC of what is going on right now in women's soccer. Got those games 2-0 here at Laker Turf Stadium, 27:38 to go in the second half. As a penalty kick was awarded for that last play where Kinley Burns took a fall. Kicking that one is Emmy, and a great block. I could not tell who blocked that one. It looks like it was Phyllis Reed. Still can't see a number yet, but that was a hard shot, and she took that one.
Great defensive stop again by the Lakers here.
That was a great play to make that stop there and be able to slow down this Potsdam team. Don't give them the opportunities to creep up on that lead as Soreo's moving up the corner. McDermott gets it back. Some pressure. Soreo comes in, but Shipley has possession of the ball. Napoleon and McDermott fighting for it. Napoleon gets it to Shipley, and Shipley moves it up to Bowie, but Bowie moves it back to Karabiak. Up to Emmy. Into the corner is Burns. Burns takes it to the sideline, but she's moving it back now, and she'll find Bowie. Back to Speranza. Intercepted by Oswego. McDermott throwing it up. That's Del Grosso. Del Grosso is stopped on a great defensive play by Potsdam. Gets that to Shipley. Shipley with a nice little punch up. Looking for Napoleon. Nothing there. And now, we were talking about the possession and how Oswego is maintaining the possession the majority of the second half. Well, this little stretch right here, we're seeing a lot of life out of the Potsdam team, Kenny.
We are. We're seeing change. This is exactly what they need to be doing right now. I mean, 25-40 left to go in the game, and keeping the ball in the Oswego half of the field is exactly what they needed.
And Emmett Wilson pushes that one around Del Grosso, managing to keep the ball in the Lakers zone. Burns is pressuring O'Connell on that, but Anderson grabs it. 25-20 here to go in the second half at Laker Turf Stadium. Headed back across the field, intercepted by McDermott. McDermott over to Reed. Reed tries to chip it up. Bowie back to Burns. And that one will be given to Oswego. Rektorovic will be throwing the ball in. As we wait for some substitutions. Napoleon coming out of the game for Potsdam. That ball stays in bounds. No call there as Potsdam moves up the field. As Oswego moves up the field, McDermott throws it to Madden. Janot. Back up the middle of the key. And intercepted by Von On. Von On with the ball. Madden takes it. Nice play to kick it back by Madden. She gets it back to Groth. Looking for a play to make there, so she'll ship it back up to Madden. Madden taking it in herself. She gets it over to Del Grosso. Del Grosso with a nice move. Ooh, but some good defense by Wilson. Does not allow it to go any further. And that was the defense we've been looking for from Potsdam, Kenny.
Agreed. I mean, last time Del Grosso went in there like that, it did not end up the way it did. It ended up with a nice goal for the Lakers. And that time the defense stepped up and stopped it.
Yeah, so learning from the past. And if they want to come back in this game, defense like that is how they are going to have to play with Shipley on the ball. But a great interception by Janot. Janot throws it in the corner, trying to find Soreo, but was not able to. Just a bit too hard. 23 minutes to go in the second.
And we're about to reach about the halfway point of the half here. And, you know, Potsdam, they're definitely doing better. They're picked it up, and they're doing exactly what they need to do right now.
Yeah, it was a sluggish start to the second half for Potsdam. As we were saying, Oswego was controlling the majority of the possession that first half of this half. But ever since, I'd say, the last 5-6 minutes, this Potsdam team has really something awoke inside of them, and they've been relentless.
Only thing left to do is actually put the ball in the net now.
Yeah, that's the goal for them now is take this momentum and take these opportunities and then transform them into points on the board. Hard to do with one shot on goal. That is something that they need to get done if you are Potsdam. You have to get shots against Anderson. As Groth starts with the ball, good defensive play there by Von On. Rektorovic with the ball. Throws it up to Reed. Good defensive play by Speranza. She's going to find Soreo, but a good defensive play taken away. Soreo takes it back, though. Throws it in front, and a great opportunity, but just a bit too high. A great little pass there by Soreo. Almost tapped in, but a little over the net.
A little over the net. It was a good shot, just a little bit too much.
Just a slight bit. And that would have been Winkler's second goal if she was able to put that one in.
It would tie her back up again with Del Grasso for most goals in the team.
Yeah. Like you said earlier, this may be a season-long competition between the two of them who have been absolutely amazing to start this season. Emmy with some pressure there, but McDermott does not give up the ball. She gets back to Rektorovic. Rektorovic gets back to O'Connell. Back up to McDermott. She's going to try to find Reed in the corner. Reed with some pressure on Speranza. And a great play there. Keeping the ball in play. What a play by Reed. She gets it to Soreo. Soreo throws it in front. Trying to find Winkler. Just a bit too long. Pushed out of bounds by Potsdam. So Oswego will maintain possession here. 20-30 to go in the second. Janot throws it over to Winkler. Janot's going to throw it up in the air now. Pushed away by Potsdam. Groth picks that one up in the middle. She kicks it over to Winkler. Winkler thought somebody would be there, but Janot was not. So Potsdam will get control of the ball. Win for a throw in here. Potsdam throws in the ball. That one goes to Emmy. Von on the pressure. With O'Connell kicking it out left to Reed. Reed's going to move it up to Soreo, who gets caught up in a bit of physicality again. Soreo, who's been tripped up by this Potsdam team on multiple occasions this game. They get up to Janot. Janot with some pressure on her by Jordan, but put around Jordan. Madden up to Winkler. And Winkler throws it over to McDermott. McDermott manages to keep that one in. Great play. Looking for something here. McDermott coming in with some speed. She's going to kick that one herself, but a great save. Pushed aside and maintained by Potsdam. Great
nice
opportunity there for the Lakers, but Potsdam shuts it down. WTOP 10 Nightly News is your #1 television newscast for the events taking place at the college and the city of Oswego. They'll keep you up to date with national news, weather, and hyper-local stories you won't find anywhere else. Catch the Nightly News Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. Nowhere else but WTOP 10. As Soreo gets put into the turf there. That was a physical play by Sammy Dentel of Potsdam. Put Soreo to the turf, but Potsdam manages to get possession of the ball. Not for long, though. Oswego's going to keep that in. Almost. Keep it in. Almost. Some of this angles, it's like
It's hard to tell.
hard to see with the left
yeah.
line, but we do our best.
We try our hardest.
17:45 here to go in the second. Oswego State leads the Potsdam Bears 2-0 as the Bears are getting a slight bit of momentum moving down into Oswego's zone. Throwing in the ball is Shipley. Shipley with a great throw, finding Emmy. Emmy with a nice move trying to get around, but a great defensive play by Janot stops that. Shipley with a throw in. Shipley throws it up, but McDermott gets it, and McDermott is coming up the field with some speed. McDermott looks across, and she finds Reed. Israel is looking for McDermott, but just a bit too far behind. O'Connell on the defense, though, not letting Potsdam get any progression into Oswego's defensive zone. Gets Reed on the corner. A great play by Reed to shake off Speranza. And then they find Sorreo in the middle. Sorreo finds Madden. Madden boots it. Oh, and what a save there. Off the hands, off the crossbar, and back into the hands there. You don't see that one every day, Kenny.
No, you don't. And Savannah Bowie's played a great second half here. I mean, if it wasn't for her, it'd probably be 4-0 right now.
Yeah, she really has played a great second half.
Some unreal saves.
Yes, 6 shots on goal. As Bowie stops that one there.
She stopped over half the shots that have come her way.
Yes, she
Not
has.
a bad margin.
Not a bad margin at all, especially with soccer with how large the net is.
Yes.
Von On is not able to maintain that one. McDermott gets it. McDermott goes around 2 defenders. Wow. And kicks it just a bit wide. Bowie throws that one out. Up to Wilson. But this Oswego offense is pressuring so relentlessly right now. This is what Oswego needs to be doing in this later half of the game, I think, Kenny.
I agree. And, you know, time is ticking right now for Potsdam, and they really need to pick it up. They have not got a shot yet in this second half, and they only had one in the first half.
Yeah, they only had 1 shot that first half, like you said. No shots on this second half, which you can't win games without shots. But this Oswego team, this offense is becoming relentless. The further into the game it goes, it seems like the more alive they become and the more energy they have. They are just running around the Potsdam defense right now. The ball movement, making them run over, tiring them out, and that's how you're going to dominate in these later half of the games. You have the conditioning, you tire out the other team, you really have control of the game at that point.
I mean, it's all about conditioning and, you know, just being ready to go in late times in this game. I mean, it's the fourth quarter, I guess you could say, of soccer. But, yeah, it's tough if you're not ready for it.
Yeah, exactly. Long game, a lot of running as Winkler got taken down in the corner there. And Shipley with the ball now. Shipley throws it up to Jordan. Up to Emmy. Going to throw it to Wilson. Wilson's going to throw it to Von On in the on the side, but Von On misses that one, and it goes out of bounds. Oswego ball.
Yeah, Potsdam needs to do what we were talking about earlier, keeping the ball in their half of the field.
As Oswego plans to keep this pressure on throughout the rest of the game, McDermott making a substitution now. Coming in is Maggie Reardon. So this Oswego offense has to stay relentless. They have to keep it down in the Potsdam zone, but their defense has to stay strong too as well because, well, 1 for the win, but 2, this is a bit of a bigger stat because this would be their 7th shutout.
Wow. 7 shutouts, that's a lot. And it's so far really early in the season, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shutouts. So far with 6, I mean, I'm sure they'd be happy to keep undefeated at home and have 7 shutouts.
Yeah, that's a stat you really can't ask for a better day for. But going in the corner, Rektorovic manages to stop the defense, or stop the Potsdam offense from advancing there, as Speranza with the ball now throws it in. Potsdam gets the ball, but it ends up in Oswego possession. Marinero with the ball. And Oswego with the ball. They'll throw it in. They throw it to Reed. Reed instantly faces some some contact. Madden with some defense, and she will get a call there. Wilson will boot this one for Potsdam, and a nice boot there, but no offensive pressure, no shot. That one is an easy save. Well, easy scoop up for Anderson.
May have been a little bit too much on that kick there, and just a little bit too far for where she actually wanted that ball.
Yeah, just a slight bit. But Wilson with the ball again, and she is able to find Jordan. And Jordan finds Napoleon. Napoleon coming up the middle, but Janot kicks it into the corner. Great play to kick that one out and stop the momentum.
There it is again. Oswego's defense doing what they do best. They just keep control of the ball and keep the ball away from the net.
Yeah, then they have been doing an amazing job at that all game, just keeping the ball outside. And that is why Potsdam only has been able to get one shot off this game, is because they've just been that solid defensively. As that one goes out of bounds, ball will be going the other way.
This defense has made an easy day for Anderson here. I mean, she's had one shot come her way, and I mean, hey, the easier day is for her, the better it is for the team overall.
Exactly. If you're the goalie, you may be wanting, you might want to see some more shots because, you're the goalie, but
yeah.
But from the team perspective, the less shots your goalie sees, the better.
Absolutely.
As they're going to do a long pass there, find Reed. Reed's going to kick it back to Rektorovic, who's going to move it up and find Reardon. Reardon going down, finding Marinero in the corner. Marinero coming in with some speed, but great defense by Wilson to push that one out into the corner. And now this, despite being down 2-0 here with 10 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the second, this has not been a bad outing by the Potsdam Bears by any means.
Absolutely not, no.
They've had some rough spots, and so like the goal there, the latest goal by Del Grosso, where she was able to really just kind of walk through most. And a great save there, jumping up, stopping it from going to the top half of the net. But that Del Grosso goal, that was just one hiccup in their defense, and it happened to be a pretty big hiccup. So other than that, though, this Potsdam team's been pretty solid. Marinero with a chance here. Kicks it back in front. Great play to come out and stop that one by Savannah Bowie.
The one thing Potsdam's going to take away from this, they're going to continue their struggles with scoring against this Oswego team. I mean, they were averaging .73 coming to this game, and, well, that number's not getting any higher after today.
No, it is not. If anything, it is doing the opposite right now. But there's 10 minutes of game left to decide how this game can go, as Wilson chases it down midfield, moving in with some speed. Wilson looking for something to do with the ball, but Reed is on her. Great defensive pressure by Reed and O'Connell to force the ball out of bounds there. And that one goes off the head of a Potsdam player and rolls out of bounds. That one will be a goal kick. Anderson getting some action here in the second half now. Gets to with a goalie kick. Up to Martinez. Moving up the field. And a good blue play there. Reardon. Great play by Reardon. Really just taking that one by herself. Making some nice moves. Just not able to capitalize on the opportunity as Bowie comes out to play the ball on that one.
Another good stop by Bowie again today.
Yeah, and that is 7 saves for Bowie now. 7 saves, or 7 shots on goal, 5 saves. That's
percentage-wise, that's really good.
That is really good. She's been playing outstanding here for this Potsdam's team. And she's had some big-time saves, too. It's not like those saves have been just basic routine. She's had 2-3 saves that have been an inch or two off of going right under the crossbar.
Yes.
as 7:30 remains here in the second half of play. Oswego leads the Potsdam Bears 2-0. I'm Kyle Spizak alongside my main man Kenny as we wait a corner kick here from Oswego. They kicked that one in. Winkler looking for an opportunity there. Not able to get it, but she does manage to keep the ball in before it goes out of bounds. Winkler coming in with some speed. Broken up, but O'Connell was there for the second chance opportunity.
And Bowie with the ball in her hands yet again.
Yeah, she is, in the last few minutes, she has had possession of the ball quite a few times. She punts that one out to the corner. That one's going to go up to Napoleon. Janot kicks that one out of bounds right around Napoleon. Meg Napoleon may have one of the coolest names I have ever heard as well.
I was thinking the same thing. That's really cool.
As Oswego maintains possession of the ball, Janot has the ball now. Janot's coming down. She kicks it, trying to find Marinero, but could not do so. Bowie again with the ball. Punts this one away. Up to Napoleon. Janot. Thompson. Winkler. Broken up. Nice defensive play there by Potsdam. Potsdam moving up the field with some pressure now. That is Nora Canning with the ball right now. Gets it up to Speranza, but that one then goes out of bounds. Oswego has possession of the ball once more. 5:30 to go here in the second. Oswego State leads 2-0. And that one is out of bounds. But Oswego maintains possession. Potsdam's bench not too happy about the call on that one.
Nor were the fans.
And it's back to what the earlier portion of the game was when we were in the first half. Just a lot of sideline ball, Kenny.
A lot of sideline ball, and a lot of the ball being near the Potsdam goalie.
Yeah, a lot of it has. This has been a weird second half as we saw Oswego start to take charge more in that beginning of the second half. But then we saw a flip where Potsdam became the dominant team for a good 5 to 10 minute range.
They did.
But since that, Oswego has been turning it back up again, and they've crawled. I wouldn't say crawled back because they've been in possession of this game the majority. Yeah. But Oswego fought back from that little down spot they did have, and they have just put in the pedal all the way to the floor, and they're just cruising.
Yeah, and 10 minutes out of an hour and a half worth of soccer is just not going to cut it.
It's really not. As Thompson with a nice opportunity there. She's battling. And Thompson, what a goal there. Heads it, goes up in the air, and then kicks it out of the air on her own touch. So that extends this Lakers lead 3-0.
And that right Kenny, there, that might be the icing on the cake right there. That might be it.
I think he might be right. 3-0 with 4:13 left to go in the game. That might be the kicking point.
That was great. I mean, it was a great shot header and right in the net. It was easy. Made it look very easy.
Yeah, she made that look effortless. I know I could never do anything like that.
Oh, absolutely not.
As Sorreo has the ball down in the corner now. Sorreo throws it up. And way to keep the ball in there as she gets it up to Winkler. Winkler with some great pressure. Not giving any chance to this Potsdam team to make anything. And she's going to try to find Marinero down in the corner. Will Marinero make it before the ball goes out? She will. Great play. Throws it back up to Thompson. Thompson's going to give it a boot. And it goes wide. Another opportunity for Thompson, who just scored that last goal.
And going back to her goal, that's going to be her second goal on the season now.
Second goal on the year. So, Oswego's team riding some great momentum right now.
They are.
3-0. And after coming off of I believe it was a 3-0 win Tuesday as well.
I believe you're right. And I know the last time these teams met, it was 1-0. So Oswego actually doing a little better this year than they did last year against Potsdam.
And that's all you can look for is improvement year in, year out. Just get better and better. And this Lakers team has looked really good so far this season, and even better today. Janot's going to throw the ball in to Groth. Groth's going to throw it back up to Reardon. Janot's going to get it, but coming out of the corner, or the net, will be Bowie to maintain the ball. 2:22 to go in the second. Oswego leads 3-0 on the extension from Thompson.
Well, Potsdam's going to need nothing short of a miracle here to win this game. They're going to need 4 goals in under 2 minutes. That's a hefty order.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of pressure and a lot of aggression, and I'm not sure if there's enough time to be able to deliver that at this point in the game. 2 minutes to go, as moving up the field is Maggie Reardon. Reardon with his chance here. Reardon with a weird move there to get around the defender, but stopped by Dentel. Nice play there from Julia Tykot. Shipley kicks that one away. Will remain in play. Rektorovic will take control of the ball there. Soreo in the corner. Rektorovic with the ball. Throws it in, trying to get it to Soreo, but that was intercepted by Speranza. That ball leaves Laker Turf Stadium as we are nearing in on the final minute of play here. 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go. Waiting for the throw in by Rektorovic. That goes in, but kicked back out of bounds again by Potsdam. And this game may just wind out its final moments along the sideline as Potsdam kicks it back and they put it out of bounds again. So, Kenny, long game, 90 minutes. What do you see in these 90 minutes?
Well, I've seen a lot, and I mean a lot of great defense by the Lakers. I mean, only 1 shot on goal. The goalie had really an easy day. I mean, she didn't have to do much, which is good for the team. It was a solid performance overall by Oswego. Some great offense as well. Potsdam, just their defense definitely wasn't all there today. That's what got to them. Their goalie, absolutely great. I mean, only 3 went in of the 8 shots that put her way today. I think Potsdam can walk away thinking this wasn't the worst performance they could have given. It was not that bad. And there's definitely some key takeaways for their defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, as the final horn blows there, the Oswego State Lakers extend their season record to 7-3-1. They are still yet to lose at home. 7 shutouts on the season. And Potsdam is now 5-7-0 on the season. A tough loss for the Potsdam Bears, but a really good game on both teams' end. A last-minute goal by Thompson extends the lead to 3. So before that, a very close back-and-forth game played mainly in the neutral zone. What you say, Kenny?
I would agree. And now this is going to push Oswego's all-time record of 26-7-2 against the Potsdam Bears.
Yeah, so Oswego extending their record against the Bears. The Bears do fall down a little bit. Potsdam's coach falls to 80-113 on his career, but so the Lakers outshot them 17-6 this game.
Wow, that's a very large difference. That may be like what was the nail in the coffin today. Was a shot difference. 17-6. That's 11 more shots for the Lakers today.
It may not seem like much because shots are just shots, and goals are what determine the game. But at the end of the day, you cannot get goals on the board without shots on net, and the more shots you have, the higher chance it is of going in.
And Potsdam, 0 shots on goal the second half.
And they had 0 shots that second half, like you said. But that will do all for us here at Laker Turf Stadium. Thank you all for watching this edition of Women's Soccer, and make sure to stay tuned in, because at 4, Oswego's field hockey team will be taking on Oneonta. For Kenny Gerard, producer Luke Rosenthal, directors Brian Burrows and Tommy Tallarino, and our entire WTOP 10 sports crew, I'm Kyle Spizak, saying thank you for watching today's productions, and have a great and safe weekend.